Welcome back to another video on the JJ Think Tank. I hope you're doing well today. In this one, I want to talk about the marvellous short novella by Claire Keegan, Small Things Like These. Here it is. A brilliant little book. You can read it in, if you're a quick reader, then probably even in an hour, maybe 1 hour, 2 hours. And it's a brilliant short story about. It has many layers of meaning. I guess it's as I wrote here in the title of my article, it's a brilliant microcosm of life in Ireland, but it also goes into how we should enact our faith. Yes, I guess it talks about what it means to be a Christian. It kind of dives into these issues, I think, because in the story we discover that there are women or young girls or younger women that are being used and abused by the Catholic Church. Yes, in this town, this small Irish town, and no one really does anything. Yes, no one takes action. Perhaps people know what's going on, but they just turn a blind eye. Yes, to what's going on. But the main character, I forgot the name of him, Furlong, of this man. Yes, I forgot the name of this man, but yes, his name is Furlong, and he's the only one that kind of takes action, that shows a bit of courage, that acts on his faith, that shows perhaps Christian-like behaviour. Yes, because I think that there are a lot of Christians out there who say they're Christian, that they follow Jesus, etc., but they don't really act like Jesus. They don't behave like Jesus. They don't imitate Jesus in the real world, perhaps. I'm guilty of this. I'm guilty of this as well, and this is why the book is great, because it subtly alludes to these issues. Yes, what does it mean to be a true Christian? Is it enough just to pray, just to lead your own life, just to focus on yourself, to not think about society at large, to the processes that are taking place around us in the world? Or should you act? Yes, should you follow your conscience and try to make an impact? And this is why I began my article with this quote from the book. Was it possible to carry on along through all the years, the decades, through an entire life without once being brave enough to go against what was there, and yet call yourself a Christian and face yourself in the mirror? I'm definitely guilty of this as well. I'm not holier than anyone out there. I'm just talking about this book and sharing my reflections. I do consider myself a Christian. Jesus has touched my life. He has helped me a lot in this postmodern demonic world that we are living in. This postmodern hellhole. He has really helped me. Thanks to him, I'm making progress. But I do feel sometimes that I could do more. Yes, I'm a sinner. We're all sinners. Yes. That this conscience is always gnawing at me. It's telling me to do more. You need to prove your faith. It's difficult though. It's difficult. It's not easy to be a Christian. It's not easy to be a true Christian. To be a true Christian, you really have to give up yourself for the other, and this is not easy. It's not easy. I mean, personally, I can do this to a degree, but not too much, because I like to have my boundaries. Yes, I like to enforce boundaries. I like to maintain a distance between myself and the world. I like this. I like the life that I've built around me. I don't want to give this up, unfortunately. So perhaps in this sense, I'm not a true Christian. Yes, I'm not. I'm not as Christian and holy as other men out there. I have to be honest with myself. Yes, I'm trying to be a Christian to the best of my ability. That's what I would say. Yes. But yes, going back to the book. Yeah, it's just brilliant. It's a beautiful book, really beautiful book. It was made into a film, and Cillian Murphy, Killian, I think that's how you pronounce his name, right? Cillian Murphy plays the leading role of Furlong. I haven't watched this film. I've only read the book. Perhaps I need to watch the film soon. And yeah, I liked how it describes the landscape of Ireland. Like Ireland is a beautiful country. I mean, it's funny because when you start to think about Ireland, yeah, they also have an antagonistic attitude to the English. And I met a lot of people in London, in Liverpool, etc., in England in general, that have kind of a mixed identity. They have some Irish blood and some English blood, and I guess there's this conflict within them. Yes, because Ireland and England, they haven't always been friends. Yes, I mean, England kind of abused Ireland, we could say. The potato famine, etc. William Cromwell, and yes, no blacks, no Irish, no dogs. Oh my gosh, no blacks, no Irish, no dogs. Wasn't that a famous rule when it came to entering a place? I think that was the case many years ago in England. I think so. So Ireland is different. It's different to England. Of course, a lot of Irish people they don't speak Irish anymore, which is a shame. But still, many there are some people in Ireland who have retained their Irish heritage, their Irish language, and yes, this is it's a good process. So it's good to do this, and yes, Claire Keegan, she was able to create an Irish microcosm in just over 100 pages. Yeah, so this is amazing. It's a really great experience. And yes, the main motif of the book is highlighting the heroic action of Furlong, compared to the complicity of the local community in freeing a girl, Sarah, from a local convent. And during this heroic act of Furlong, we see how his family and Furlong himself, they are really struggling to make ends meet. And this struggle experienced by Furlong is expressed in the following passage. Before long, he caught a hold of himself and concluded that nothing ever did happen again. To each was given days and chances which wouldn't come back around. And wasn't it sweet to be where you were and let it remind you of the past for once, despite the upset, instead of always looking on into the mechanics of the days and the trouble ahead, which might never come. Yeah, so I guess this thought is reflected in other thinkers. There's no point worrying about the future, about the days ahead. As many spiritual gurus teach us, we should focus on the present moment. We should not dwell too much on the past, on our past mistakes, and try to do our best. Really, that's all we can do. So yes. I mean, another motif of the book is perhaps a subtle anti-Catholic theme, because it criticizes this emptiness of the institution. Unfortunately, this is. I think this is partly true. Yes, organized religion, it can be empty. It can be shallow, empty. can be based on this rigid legalistic method and worldview, perhaps. A lot of Christians associated with the Catholic Church can be judgmental. They think they're more righteous, more holy, etc., because they are part of this church. But Furlong, in a way, he confronts this. Yes, he in the end he is the one who acts like a true Christian. Yes, instead of all these churchgoers. I mean, he is a churchgoer himself. I think, to a degree. Maybe he doesn't go all the time, but he does go to church. Yes, in this, well, we are presented with the idea, I think, in this book that he does go to church. But it does seem that he's not a fervent Catholic like other characters in the story. Yes, or in the world at large. But you know, despite this fact, he takes action. Yes, he listens to his conscience. He takes action, and this is because Furlong he knew that if he didn't make a decision, if he didn't go along with his conscience, he would regret regret this afterwards. And yes, I mean, really, in this postmodern world, the conscience is all we have left, really, I think. Because all the institutions are losing their authority. In general, this postmodern environment, with all this access to information, etc., it's reshaping people's worldviews, yes? And in a way, we can say that every person is his or her own guide now. I mean, this can be a good thing and a bad thing, you know. Overall, I think it's better to be associated with a church. I mean, I'm a Christian, yes, so I won't comment on the world of Islam or world of the J group, etc., or Eastern religions, but I think it's better at the end of the day to be a part of a church, to go from time to time. Perhaps not every week, but it's good to be associated with a given church, I think. Simply for the reason that you come in contact with people, you might meet someone important when you go to church, and possibly this can help you. Yes. But yes, there's definitely. I have noticed this, that the many Christians who proclaim and profess their faith, they aren't always those individuals who make the correct moral choice. Perhaps the atheists are more ethical and moral than many of these Christians, yes, or many agnostics are more holy than these Christians, yes, who say that they love Jesus and etc. So we shouldn't judge, yes, people too much. We shouldn't do this. So, no, look, I do understand this kind of subtle anti-Catholic theme. I do understand it. I mean, there is some truth to it. I also have some reservations towards the Catholic Church. I don't know, just something off. But at the same time, I don't think we should reject the Catholic institution, and because it had a massive impact on Western civilization. Without Catholicism, I mean, I don't think Western civilization would have reached the peak that it achieved, both in the past and in a sense currently. Yes, I mean, obviously Western civilization is on a downward spiral overall, I think, but things can radically change. Yes, I don't want to promote a pessimistic doomer worldview on this channel. We always have an opportunity to turn things around. So, and this led me to my final rhetorical question. Can we say that many of us are complicit towards detrimental events unfolding now, both at a local level and internationally? I mean, to a degree, we are. If we're just hiding, we're not doing anything. Then I mean, personally, I think we also are complicit to a degree. So. I mean, it's a great book. I think that's all I want to say. I don't want to waste more of your time because then I'll be repeating myself. A bit of a short one, 15 minutes, so yeah, it's not too long. Once again, if you made it this far, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in to the JJ Think Tank and listening to what I have to say. I hope you found out something interesting and useful as you were watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking and commenting. If you're a new viewer, consider subscribing. It will help me grow the channel and spread more vital information that I think will help a lot of people out there. But yes, that's all. That's all for this one. Take care.